I'm very excited to present some performance improvements we recently added to Delta Lake. Delta Lake is a very popular project for building lake houses. And with Spice, you can choose between different architectures and data lakes, including AWS, Azure, Google Storage. You can also use Min.io and other local storages. But in my demo, I'll be using AWS S3. This is my Delta Lake table. You can see metadata and actual data represented as Parquet files. As I'll be demonstrating performance improvements, I'll first start from one of our previous versions. I call it Spice Old. And it started, and I can do few test queries. Let's select total number of rows from our table. And it's 6 million. Now let's try filter those rows by time predicate. So I'll select all rows that new than 2000 year in December. Let's see how it will work. Started query, it should complete soon. And we received our row in 10 seconds. Now let me just try to do explain plan for this query to demonstrate internals. And we can see that in our query, we correctly passed the time predicate. So the rows should be filtered. But wait, taking into account we have only single row, why we have 21 files we scanned? And we found despite we correctly used time predicates and everything was passed, Delta Lake wasn't supported filtering and pruning based on time predicate. In one of our recent release, we added support for this. So I'll restart Spice using one of our recent versions. It's version 1.10. Let me do the same explain plan one more time. And you can see that it's now we scanning only single file. So if I rerun the same query, we can see the performance difference. So we reduced query time from 10 seconds to 0.8 seconds. And why is it important? In most cases, we would like to accelerate data, only new data, and configure Spice in append mode. For example, we can say, I would like to refresh my data using append. Basically, Spice will detect the latest timestamp available in acceleration and would like to only fetch the newest data. So if I run this in our previous version, it started, and every 3 seconds, Spice will be checking if new data is available using time predicate. And it will see that each update will be taking like the same long amount of time. So it's currently trying to detect if new data available is not. It's loading data, loading. And despite we don't have any new data, it takes 15 seconds just to check and receive this delta. Now, if I run our new version with the performance improvements, you can see that it will be much faster. So it's first initial load, and now we should see the difference. It's just 100 millisecond, 200 millisecond. It's much faster. So we just read only new data based on statistics available in Data Lake. If you're interested how it works internally, I highly recommend to read this interesting article from Delta Lake that demonstrates how metadata is stored and how it could be used.